It's called a fucking smart dog. So
did it make you smarter?
Yeah.
In a brain blast like Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah,
the first bite. He went brain blast.
It fucking hurts. Yeah. Oh, but so okay, wheat bread, smart dog, a fucking slice of cheese. I'm sorry.
A slice of cheese.
I know.
Jesus
I know.
Christ.
I know. It's fucking horrible. And fucking.
Welcome to the 122nd episode of the Casa Ins Creation. I'm your host, Chris Deering. This is the show where we interview bands and public figures from the Mathcore adjacent communities. My guest today dropped their new EP, Abandonware, last Friday. Welcome in, Mikau. How's it going?
It's good.
Am I saying that correctly? Is it Mikau?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I actually did not think I was saying it correctly, but there we go. Nice. So tell us who you are, what you do in the band. I guess we'll start with Adam.
What's going on? My name's Adam. I do a lot of the guitar, bass, and like production, mixing, stuff like that, and programming and stuff.
John, I mostly do vocals, and then some of the writing.
Yeah, I'm Austin. I do live drums and I play laptop live, and I do some of the writing as well.
How do you play the laptop live? I guess you're just literally hitting play on the laptop.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. I just hit the space bar.
That's so difficult, man. I don't even know how you do that.
It's pretty fucked up. It's pretty fucked up.
It's great.
It is the easiest part of the whole gig.
He showed me the tabs once. Crazy. The tabs for playing the laptop are
insane,
nuts.
dude. Insane tabs. Yeah, I actually for the thing is I have a stand for sheet music too because I have to hit the space bar like on the 16th.
Right,
down,
right.
Yeah, it's pretty surgically precise. So
if you're too late, Adam's just like, what the fuck, man?
We don't. Yeah, we stop. We stop if I don't do it right.
Yeah.
We leave. We pack up.
I had to sign an NDA. I can't talk about this.
Well, I was surprised to learn that you guys have been around for so long. I thought that your album in 2020 was your first release, but looks like y'all been going around since 2017. Is that right? Jeez, 5 years in the same lineup. That's fucking insane, dude. Like, most bands don't last that long. So how did it all come together?
Yeah, so it started out originally, it was just me and Adam. And so we've been doing like Nintendo Core related things in the past for a while. We hadn't for a long time, but both of us were like not working on any music at the time. We're kind of like bummed out about it. So he wrote like a bunch of synth stuff and I was like, oh, this sounds like I Am Air. And so then we just ripped off I Am Air. And then we kind of went from there, but.
Yeah. And then we spent like a good chunk of time working on building up these songs for Phantoma, the full length. And in that time, we were sort of like, this stuff isn't quite as like cyber grindy or whatever. And then we kind of realized like, we've been playing music with Austin in different bands and stuff for like 15 years. He's like, they're like one of our oldest friends. And we played in like death metal bands together, in like high school and stuff.
Anything
we all
any audio on the internet for those old bands?
No.
Next question.
Okay, so y'all are all like
so
high
funny.
school buddies then, right?
Yeah, middle school
we've known
buddies.
each other for like
Middle school
literally
buddies.
Austin and I have known each other since middle school. So.
Dude, that's wild. Oh my god.
We were way cooler then too. We peaked in middle school. I'm just kidding.
No, that's crazy though that y'all have been able to stick around this long together. And like I said, most bands would have broken up by now. Someone would have moved somewhere else. Someone would have had a kid or gotten like a crazy job or something. That's really fucking cool that y'all are able to get this stuff going. Like, congrats, seriously.
Yeah.
Thanks.
We are fucking. I am super lucky that I get to be in a band with my best friends that I've had like literally since middle school. So
yeah,
it's awesome.
It just feels like second nature because like I don't know, making music is just like we would be at parties and stuff when we were like 13, 14 or whatever, and then we would just go to the nearest computer and make like shitty meme songs. like while everyone else around us was like drinking and having fun, like what you're
Yeah.
party, and we're like doing pig squeals into a contact mic and be like, "Yo, come over here. This sounds really stupid." You know?
Oh
Yeah.
God, yeah, yeah, so true. I mean, there's got to be some fucking photos of us like hunched over like some fucking guitar pedals at a karaoke fucking amp. We're just like screaming and recording it on my fucking kitchen PC that my dad found in the dumpster.
The kitchen piece.
Yeah.
So the name comes from a character Majora's Mask. Is that right? I just looked it up. I don't know anything about Majora's Mask or anything.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that's collectively all of our favorite game.
Yeah,
I don't know if anybody has it like changed at this point.
That's funny. Yeah, I can't remember the last time we talked about it being our favorite game.
Yeah, it's like that. That
It's
was
still
kind of
my
like one of the
fucking
first things that like Austin and I kind of bonded over, because like we were in a band together, and then like, you know, we were friends and stuff, but we really like kind of clicked when we were like, oh shit, you like Majora's Mask? And we're like, oh dude, that's my favorite game. And then like it just sort of bloomed from there. And then like we talked to John about it, and John's like, oh, this game's fucking amazing. And then like, you know, it just sort of came from there, and we thought the name sounded cool. So.
Yeah, I was a PlayStation kid back in the day, so I didn't get to experience in 64, magic or whatever. But it's so weird. There's a guitarist in this game. Like, you know, pick up that name. That's fucking hilarious. I think.
Fishbone
Need to get
guitarist.
like, I think they made an actual like physical guitar that's Mikau's guitar, like the fishbone guitar thing. And I'm sure it goes for. I'm sure there's only one, and it's like 10 grand. But you know,
Yeah.
Hey, that's the goal, right? You got to make enough money to buy that shit, right?
crowdfunding.
We should wear like a fish suit too. Do the whole thing.
So since you've been a band, you guys have dropped an EP, an album, a split with PS You're Dead, and some tracks for a compilation. How did you I'm sorry. How'd you hook up with PS You're Dead? They're fucking sick.
Adam, do you want to take it?
Yeah,
You're the one I think that responded.
Yeah, it's funny. So right after Phantoma dropped, For Your Health tweeted, need a PS You're Dead and Mikau split. So then that's literally it. It's all thanks to Hayden tweets.
We love you, Hayden.
Yeah, shout out Hayden. But yeah, so then like we were like aware of them, but we never really talked before. And we're like, we really liked their demo. And then we just sort of DM'd each other like, yo, for real, do y'all want to do this? And then we're just, fuck yeah, let's do it. And then Chillwave stepped in, and they were super cool in helping us put it out on the what are those called? Flexi discs.
Flexis, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And
sick.
they were really cool and supportive throughout the whole thing. We love PS, you know, they're fucking awesome.
Yeah, I'm
sure.
looking forward to like their album and shit. Like, I think they're gonna
Oh,
they're gonna pop off.
Yeah. I think they're dropping something pretty soon. I think.
Oh,
like, the
really?
next, like,
I was
days.
figuring something this year, but I wasn't sure when. That's awesome. Okay, so now you're back with your EP Abandonware. What's different this time around?
I feel like we kind of I feel like Abandonware, it's probably weird to say because I feel like all the songs are kind of all over the place in terms of like genre. I feel like it's the most cohesive release we have.
The most cohesive and the most random one. I gotcha.
Yeah, if that makes any sense. Our strategy is kind of, we were talking about this the other day, but like it's very much like we have an aesthetic and kind of like a motif we want, and then we just do things that we think are cool that fit it. And I feel like we nailed it on this one. I feel like Phantoma, Phantoma was like a little more like there were some songs that I feel like didn't fit as well with others necessarily, and it was a little more. It's probably weird because that one's like more consistent in terms of genre. I feel like it's less consistent in terms of like what we were trying to do.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing because it's, you know, like the songs on Phantoma share more sounds, but like for me, like Abandonware like shows our personality a lot, you know.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I think this is more of a what do you call it? A more developed version of what y'all did on Phantoma. That this is like, you know, more honed. I guess like I don't even know what to call you guys. I guess that y'all are like a combination of metallic metalcore with a heavy EDM injection, and I can hear a lot of like Slipknot influence too. At least in the beginning, I was thinking Slipknot. But yeah, like what influences are going into this for you?
Slipknot.
Slipknot, honestly, Slipknot and the Amen break snare. That's pretty much it. I mean,
yeah, but like the thing that we kind of wanted to do with Abandonware was like, well, we've loved nu metal like forever, and then in some spots in Phantoma, you can kind of hear us like we've always wanted to do it, like in the song "Your Nervous System Leaves Much to Be Desired," and that's more of like a vain like nu metal type thing, and we've always kind of wanted to do stuff like that, and this was us sort of like going a little bit more headfirst into it, but also like we also really grew up loving like cybergoth adjacent type shit, and like
I've never heard that before. Cybergoth.
Yeah.
Oh hell yes, yes.
Is that like Zombie Shark, or what would that be? What would that genre be?
No, it's like if you think about like what would play at like a rave at an anime convention.
Yes.
Like that music that you're thinking of in your head, like that's it.
Well,
like,
yeah,
if you're
it's
thinking
specifically like 2010 though.
Yeah, not probably even not now, but like 10 years ago maybe.
Yeah. If you like go back in time and think of like, okay, 2007, there's like an edgy kid in trip pants that's going to like Otakon or like an anime convention, and he has like a Sephiroth tattoo. That's Mikau.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, shout out to Emily in the chat. She's a
Yes!
big fan of you guys.
Love you,
apparently.
Emily.
I was just about to fucking message Emily on
We love
She
you.
said that you guys opened for Corey Taylor's son's band in November. I didn't even know Corey Taylor's son was in a band. What band is it?
Vended.
Ended. They're pretty cool. You should check them out. They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
It is really cool because the singer is, I might be wrong, but I believe the singer is Corey Taylor's son, and I think the drummer is Clown's child.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Corey Taylor's offspring. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Was there like a big crowd for that, or?
It was pretty
It's like
small.
Yeah, it was kind of a weird like weekday spot, so it wasn't crazy, but it was a cool show. Like the three bands other than us it was Vended, Omerta, and Hazing Over. So
Okay, Hayes.
we really like Omerta and Hazing Over. We knew them before. So
Yeah, Hazing Over, we've been buds with since Shingard days and stuff. And
we
we
played
hadn't,
Shingard a couple times before.
we hadn't
Before
gigged
they
with them
switched
in
over.
forever. So it was really cool to see them again, see Owen and Jake and Ryan and all them, and then to meet the newer members from Hazing Over, and to meet Omerta. Like they're super fucking cool.
Yeah. Like I feel like that was day one of my life when I met Omerta, because they're the coolest motherfuckers.
Yeah.
B Dowdy in the chat also says new EP absolutely slaps. He's correct.
thank you.
This thing's really good. Like this is gonna be hard to beat for EP of the year going forward. I think this is like the benchmark. And it's
Like
kinda
2
hard.
weeks into 2022.
Yeah. So how does the writing process work with you guys? One person mainly directing it, or are you guys like bringing in shit and just seeing what sticks to the wall?
I feel like it's definitely the latter. I think we've all individually come with like a demo that then we like rework. It's almost never that it's like, oh, I have this whole song, and even when there is that, we usually change stuff as we like work on it, right? So like even if like the main guitar parts are written, when we're like Adam's like working on the synth and stuff will end up changing drastically from there, because we'll be like, okay, actually we want to change this part a little bit. And
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like with this release it was even more so that than usual.
Well, that's what makes it good. Like being able to take a critical look at your work and seeing what needs to be better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The really cool thing about Abandonware is that like this was sort of like the first release since, because Austin kind of joined in the middle of writing Phantoma. Abandonware is sort of us writing together, as like all three of us writing together. Like Austin wrote a ton of Spellglow, like 90% of Spellglow.
Kind of all of it, basically.
Yeah. So like, it feels really good to have all three of us working together on stuff. It's like John and Austin think of stuff I never would have thought of, or if I'm completely stuck, we'll talk about it for like 10 minutes, and I'm like, I can't believe I didn't fucking think of that. Like
Nice.
it's so nice.
Something we're leaving out that's critical too is that like Adam's setup is really awesome. Yeah, it's kind of the HQ of our writing, and the cool thing about like that is it's like I mean, since fucking the middle school days for us, we've kind of been like collecting around Adam's computer to get cool sounds into there. So like the fact that, like fucking 15 years later, we're still doing it is pretty cool, especially because now, we're all just like writing together and people like it, which is the fucked up part.
No more using your dad's kitchen computer.
I know.
Bring it back.
LimeWire destroyed it. So
Dude,
that little creature on the cover of Abandonware, that's actually the computer became sentient. With all the fucking LimeWire
viruses,
accidental porn, yeah. Like fucking.
That's awesome. That's like, I can't have porn in the kitchen. Like, get rid
Yeah,
of this thing.
coolvideo.mp4 destroyed the fucking computer.
So, who does all the lyrics? I assume it's John. It's your vocals, right? Yeah. So, they're pretty depressing. What are they mainly about? Where did you get your inspiration? Why are you such a depressing guy, John? What's going on?
I don't want to go like too far into it because I feel like I like stuff being generally relatable for anybody. I feel like what I try to do is I try to write something very personal to me, but that anybody could relate to. So it's not like too overt, like, oh.
Yeah, it's more ambiguous about what you mean or whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, I've had a lot of like rough stuff happen in terms of like family and personal life in the past couple of years. And so that's kind of the main motivator, but also like, I don't know, I work a very corporate job. So there's a lot of like hints about me not liking that very much or like that system. So, I try to not write about stuff I like don't know.
Okay.
So,
okay.
I'm not going to be talking about anything that hasn't happened to me, but I also don't want to go too far into it and leave it up for interpretation a little bit.
I got you. Okay. But so all this stuff is like things that you've been through. It's not like stories that you made up or whatever. A lot of people just make up stories and stuff.
Yeah, no, it's more like just, I try to, I don't think I've written anything that's like a narrative in terms of lyrics. It's more just like whatever I'm feeling about a topic.
I wake up, I go to work. That's a new one.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
You're
work in progress.
leaking it.
Off the dome.
Sorry. Stupid.
So Adam recorded and mixed this. What was that like, man? This isn't the first time you've done it, by the way. I feel like you've done it at least since the album, right? I don't know if you did the earlier stuff or not.
I've done all of it.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
So you have like a system now then, or is it like different each time?
Yeah. I don't master our stuff generally. I usually send our stuff off to Brad Boatwright at
just like everybody else.
Yep, just like everybody else in the scene. Does great work and super affordable, super fast. Like, gotta love Brad. But Abandonware, I think I tried some different stuff on the mixing side, and I'm a lot happier with it compared to like Phantoma and stuff like that. It's, with each release that we put out that I mix, it's kind of cool to see as like kind of a landmark of where I'm at that time as a mixer. And, my skills sort of like change and my methods change with each release and stuff like that. Even throughout mixing a project, I'll like discover something new or like change a kick sample, and then that completely changes everything else. So, but I love mixing. It's one of my favorite. The mixing and production stuff is like one of my favorite parts about music. Like, I could just sit there in Ableton Live and just fuck around for hours.
Oh yeah, dude, I totally feel that 100%. I do have to say this is way better than the other stuff that y'all put out. So did a good job.
I agree. Thank you.
Oh yeah. How long did it take you to mix it? I know for me it takes like months for my own shit, but I do somebody else's and it's done in like a week or something maybe.
Yeah. So like it kind of got a little bit stretched out because we were talking to somebody else about sending it out to get mixed. And then it was sort of like schedules got stretched out. Things weren't lining up. So they had to dip and they gave us like our deposit back and stuff. So I was like, we kind of like lost like 2 months after like these songs are done. I'll just kind of like dig in and like really work on my mixing, and then while we were waiting to see if they would mix our stuff or not, I was sort of like testing out mixes of the songs, like trying some new shit, just for fun to see like, I wonder if I can mix this or, where I'm at now, and fully expecting like the other person to mix it and stuff like that. But things fell through and then I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'll just go all in and mix this myself. And I'm really happy with how it turned out.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait to mix the next thing.
Are you taking on other people's projects and stuff too?
Yes.
All right,
if you're a band and you want your shit mixed by me, hit me up.
Yeah.
I would love to.
All of Mikau's stuff is a great portfolio too. For all mixed.
Oh, yeah.
Or
they have artwork done by Mortis. This is how you pronounce it. And I definitely meant to bring it up on here. Hold on one second. Let's get this.
Emily, if you're not making heavy music, I will also mix it too. I'll mix anything.
Boom. Here we go. We got the album art on screen. Make those smaller. So what are we looking at exactly? Oh, it's LimeWire, right? That's what we confirmed?
Yeah, it's LimeWire. It's LimeWire the baby.
That's the little guy inside of LimeWire. If you use it too much, he gets out and goes crazy.
Yeah, unleash the beast.
But no, what was the thought going into this? Or is this something that y'all like bought that was already made, or did y'all have this commissioned, or how does this work?
So like,
Adam,
I kind of like came up with the initial idea for it. So like, I don't know. I've always like, I work in a lab as a job. Like I work in invertebrate zoology. Like I've always sort of been drawn to like lab aesthetics and like kind of like in that weird, like fucked up, like JRPG, like biopunk sort of thing, like Akira, Parasite Eve, like the laboratories in Resident Evil and stuff like that. I've always been drawn to like those sort of aesthetics. And then Morta Sustain, we've been a huge fan of their work for a long time. I know that's one of Austin's favorite artists. Mm-hmm. And
I saw some of the stuff on Instagram. It looks pretty dope.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
So cool.
Like between like Bloodbather and like Wrist Meat Razor, which are all bands that we love. And we reached out to them and they were super great to work with. If you're in a band, highly recommend Morta Sustain. They're fucking awesome. A great person to work with. But
also, the culture needs more of that aesthetic too, because it is just it's all like eye candy. I just fucking love it. It's so addicting. I'm just obsessed with their art. Yeah, and I told them. I finally got the chance to tell them, which is great.
And Corey from Zombie Shark did the logo for us.
Nice.
The new Mikau logo.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, thanks. Corey was going for like the sort of like 90s new metal Slipknot thing, and I think that fits our stuff pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
it's based on the Ring logo.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay.
The primary inspiration, which if you line them up, the fonts kind of look pretty similar, which is cool.
Yeah. Okay. So got a random question that we ask everybody here. What do you put on your hot dogs?
That's a good question.
This is actually a very good question. Yeah, I'm vegan and they're both vegetarian. So.
Oh, there's vegan dogs. There's vegan dogs.
I've been getting those fucking smart dogs from like the giant, like shady, like vegan section that's in the corner by the veggies. Those fucking smart dogs. I got it. I put them in the cart because I was like, I'm gonna get this fucking smart dog because this is my only goddamn choice. It's called a fucking smart dog. So
did it make you smarter?
In a brain blast like Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah,
the first bite. He went brain blast.
It fucking hurts. Yeah. Oh, but so okay, wheat bread, smart dog, a fucking slice of cheese. I'm sorry.
A slice of cheese.
I know.
Jesus
I know.
Christ.
I know. It's fucked up. And fucking ketchup. It's fucked up.
What kind of cheese? Like American or
whatever I have.
Okay.
Never have.
Okay.
It's
Nah, I
typically
get
like
that.
pepper jack.
Hey, pepper jack is
Pepper
not too
jack
bad. It's not too
fucks.
bad.
Yeah. It's a weird combination though. I wouldn't die on that hill of it tasting good. But 30 seconds in the fucking microwave, your smart dog is ready. So,
Emily thinks
That's all
pepper
that's
jack
important.
fucks too.
yeah,
This is
pepper
very
jack
valid.
does.
Let's go.
What
Thank
about
you,
the rest
Emily.
of you guys?
If I haven't had a hot dog in a long time.
Yeah, when was the
but
last time you had
Me
a
neither, honestly. That's what I was thinking.
So I'm trying to think if I had one now.
Yeah, what would you put on it? What would you put on
I
it?
would truthfully, okay, I don't know how fucked up this is. So I'm kind of off base because I haven't had one in a while. But would barbecue sauce be good on a hot dog? Is that good?
Probably.
It'd be fucking weird enough.
Yeah.
It's fine. It just tastes like
Yeah.
barbecue sauce. I mean,
Exactly. Like
It's-
or
yeah.
like some of the Nando's peri peri sauce. That could be good.
oh,
I've never
Yeah,
heard of that
that's
before.
Yo, Nando's is so good. They're
Like
so
a hot
as an
sauce?
indication- so they're like a chicken restaurant, Peruvian chicken.
Peruvian chicken. Yeah.
And
Okay.
but the thing to go there for is their sauce. Like
Yeah.
we used to just like we would go and just get piles of fries because we're all vegetarians and just get a
Yeah.
fuckload of sauce. It was so sick.
That
That's
veggie
awesome.
burger. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Yeah. That was hilarious. I forgot about that actually. Gosh, this pre-pandemic memories. I tell you what,
Just order
Yeah.
like 3 large fries in a
Yeah.
pile in the middle of the table.
we'd all leave
Good
just
times.
sickened. Just kidding. No.
So, John, I guess you're in the same boat. You aren't familiar with hot dogs. You don't know what you put on that.
Not really. I like honestly, I would probably just do like I'll say I would probably do brown like deli mustard,
I like that.
Like the
I like where your
classic.
head's at.
but I could also do like, put some peppers on it or something like that. That could work.
Dazzle.
Put some jalapenos maybe. I don't know. I
that.
like hot sauce and stuff, so
Oh, yeah.
I like the peri peri idea.
So it's a little bit better than a slice of cheese and ketchup.
Yeah, I would not do
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah. Most things are better. I'm not in my peak form when I'm like hovered over the
Your
fucking
peak
sink, shoving this smart dog into my mouth.
The smartest of
Yeah.
dogs.
Yeah.
So what was y'all played a bunch of shows as Mikau. What's the right? It's been a bunch of shows, right? It's not like a new thing
Yeah.
for you guys. Okay.
Especially
That's
last
yeah,
year.
yeah. We played a couple years worth of shows. Yeah.
sick. Well, I mean, because it's been 2020. Yeah, since 2020, a lot of bands haven't been back
Yeah.
yet, so I wasn't sure what's going on with you guys. But what's the best show you guys have played?
We've played a
Yes.
lot of weird ones that are cool. What were you
Yeah.
gonna say?
One of my favorites, we played a house show in Philly, and Bubblegum Octopus played there, and we have been listening to Bubblegum Octopus since we were like 13 years old, like on MySpace, like in 2008. So, and I still have like my old Bubblegum Octopus shirt that I bought when I was like 14, and we
Oh,
got on
shit.
this house show in Philly, and
Is it
Bubblegum
Tabernacle?
Octopus, it was a Tabernacle, and it was with us and Zombie Shark and a couple other bands, Booze Radley and Jeremy Baramy. And that was just the show for a while. And
Did your shirt still fit?
actually probably I have not grown much since I was 14. I'm pretty short. But yeah, it probably still fits truthfully. But yeah, that show was announced for like months and stuff where it was coming up to it, and then like a day before we're like, yo, Bubblegum Octopus is gonna hop on this, and we're like, oh my fucking god.
Yeah.
And it was so nostalgic and crazy to be playing a show with someone we've been listening to for so fucking long, and they put on such a good show. It sounded like if a rhythm game was a band. It was great.
With a fucking live theremin. Oh
Yeah.
so cool. So
Wait, how do they have a theremin live? Aren't those things like insanely big?
they're big, but their setup was just immaculate. There's a theremin next to a pedal board that was like elevated, and they had like spring based things, and it was so fucking sick. It was literally so
Dude,
sick.
that's insane.
So sick.
That was one of my favorites, but I'm not sure about y'all.
Yeah, what
You
about
want to
you
go?
guys?
Well, Austin mentioned this like earlier when we were talking about it, but there was this really weird show we played where we pulled up and we just got the address. We didn't even like know where it was really. And we're like, okay, is it at like American University, like the college? And we're like, okay, maybe it's at like some place by the college, because there's like college town areas, right? And there's like a house there, people do shows or whatever. But like we go in and it's like a class, it's like a building where there's classes and there's like an orchestra going on. And like everybody's in suits and there's like it's very formal and we're just like walking through with like rolling like a 4x12 cab. Just like trying to get through this, like seeing people in suits. We're like, what the hell are we doing here? We pull up and they're like, oh, it's this room. And we thought it was like an apartment number at first, but it turns out it was a classroom.
Dude, that's
so like
sick.
literally there's a classroom with like desks and like so we're playing.
That's fucking
And it ended
sick.
up being awesome actually. Like I think we opened, right?
Did a lot of people show up to that?
Surprisingly. Like
Yeah.
I thought there was gonna be
awesome.
nobody, but it was packed.
It was one of the most fucking insane show. Like there's like video of like people just like throwing carpets into the fucking audience, which it's a classroom. I just remember that being so gnarly. And like we also played fucking loud. Like were we the only band with a drummer?
I think so. And the synth was so fucking loud. It was just like full blown clipped. It was insane. It was so fucked up sounding.
Oh my
sick.
gosh, yeah. Yeah, I got a reprimanding after that show. They beat me.
We're kind of notorious for playing like absurdly loud at like house shows though.
And it's always very hype because sometimes, many times we've been the band with the only drummer. And, and I love that because I'm so obnoxiously loud in general as a drummer. And it's just so jarring that it's just like it's absolute stimulus overload in that case for us. And we tend to not play like we're usually in the first couple bands to play too. So yeah.
So do y'all play with like a lot of like electronic acts and stuff, I guess then? Like a lot of cybergrind acts that just don't have drummers and stuff?
No.
Yeah, mostly more like kind of like cybergrind stuff or like post-hardcore bands.
Okay.
Which there actually aren't a ton in our area, but shout out to Pulses.
Shout out Pulses. We love y'all.
Shout out Pulses. Austin, what's your favorite show that you played?
It's that same one John was talking about.
The classroom one? Dude, that
the classroom
dope.
one. It's so weird. I wish I could have captured just how bizarre it was to go into this space where there's a fucking band playing. I think it's sweaty as fuck. People are throwing shit. There's corpse paint. And then you walk out of the classroom, like to get to the bathroom. You walk out of the classroom, go down the fucking hall, and there's this huge lobby where like you can see like a couple orchestra members, which is really talking, and then you have to like go next to them to get to the bathroom. Yeah, that was.
They had like catering too.
Yeah.
Like there was like horrible catering.
The show gets crazier as y'all keep talking. Like
it was so weird.
What's the
It
catering?
was so unhinged.
Oh, catering for the orchestra people or for you guys?
Not for us. Yeah, not for us.
Okay.
For like the students or whatever. But
yeah, I think.
So
but you definitely stole some of that shit and brought it back, right?
You see, we sound tough in our music, but we're a bunch of cowards. And I didn't steal it, unfortunately. I also didn't want to get anyone in trouble because, like, I was there and I was like, I fucking don't think I should be here. I don't think we should be here.
No, I'm surprised it didn't get shut down. Like the way y'all are talking, like it's totally something.
Yeah, I was sure it was going to, but.
There was a couple people asking around on like Instagram, like trying to find out more information about those shows because apparently there's a series of shows that happen there, and like apparently every single one was as hype as that. So I don't know.
You said there was a video of it, right?
Yeah.
You need to send me the link to that. I definitely want to see.
Cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Being hype.
So what's the worst show you guys have played?
Okay. So there's a lot of background for how bad this show was. So
I'll let you.
Austin was not there, but
that should be your first clue.
Yeah, that tells you what went wrong. So Adam and I, Austin joined like partway into when we were writing Phantom, and we actually played a few shows, like max like 5 or something,
Yeah.
without a drummer and just like backing drums, and like I thought they were okay. But
I
like,
thought they were
looking
cool.
back at, well, I'm sure they were cool for the audience, but like looking back at some of the footage, I'm like, okay, it definitely is like a little rough, and we were like kind of sloppy. But so when we were writing Phantom, we were like, okay, these songs are like more guitar driven. Like, I think it would like work to have a live drummer, and Austin's like, honestly, when I think like drummer, I just think Austin. So like, it was kind of a given that we'd asked him. But so he agreed to do it, which is awesome. And I think we played one show with drums, right?
Yeah.
And like afterwards, Adam and I were like, oh my god,
I think
we've
it
been
was
missing this for so long.
It was a Shin Guard show, right?
I think it was Shin Guard and 60659C in Richmond at a Hypercube.
606 couldn't play. I think
Oh,
Mitchie's solo project.
That's
played.
right,
Yeah.
Mitchie's
Which I
solo
don't remember
project.
what that's called, but
Yeah,
Mitchie from Gift from God.
Gift from God.
Oh.
Yeah,
Their solo
nice.
project played.
yeah. Shout out to Gift from
Um,
God. We love them
I
too.
love them.
Yeah.
Morta did some art for them too.
But so we had played one show and we were like, okay, this is perfect. And then we had played one of the shows without Austin was at this like house venue in Richmond. And we played and it was like all like kind of like emo, like indie-ish bands other than us. So we stuck out like a sore thumb, but it was like very cool. Like everybody liked it and it went really well. We played like in their kitchen. So
Yeah.
all that was good, and we were like, they invited us back, and we are like, oh, cool. And like Austin had just joined, so he didn't like have the schedule all worked out, and it was like a super last minute thing, so like he couldn't make it. And we were like, oh no, it's fine. Like we played it without a drummer before, we can do it again. But this time, so it's the same venue, right? Like, so you'd think like, okay, we're used to this, we know the layout and everything. We go in this time, it's not like a house show with like emo bands. It's like a party. Like it was packed to the point that like I couldn't load in anything, and they were just blasting like Drake, and it's like all college kids. Like it was I was just like, okay, there's no way this is gonna work as soon as we start playing. Like this is not gonna go well. I think we were the only band too, maybe.
Yeah, we were the only band, and it was like a college house party, and everybody like just listening to Drake. And we started playing, and then like, I don't know, there were people like I would look up from playing like guitar or whatever, and there would be like a big frat dude like, yeah, like,
It was
hell yeah, sick.
as soon as the first song started, so it was packed, like no standing room, right? As soon as the first song started, like the backing track, everybody moved back 10 feet. Like, and I was like, this is not working. And like, I think it was at the point where like we still like we traded off in the set or whatever, and like I play guitar part of it. I remember like in the second song, I ended up hitting my like tuning pedal because there wasn't room on like where we were playing. So like there was no guitar for a chunk of the song. And I was just like, I'm done. This is the worst experience ever.
Dude, that's
Man, I wish I
crazy.
saw that show.
Were
Yeah.
people like into it? You know, aside from the drunk guy, I assume.
No.
No.
They all hated it. But
That's
like
hilarious.
after that show, we were like, okay, we can never play without Austin again. Austin needs
Yeah.
to be at every show from here on
Yeah.
out.
Like if Austin can't play it, we're just not playing it.
Yeah, we're not doing
it.
What did the guy putting on the show have to say? Like, because it's obviously a really weird like combination to bring you guys in to a party like that.
I
He
think
never
our
asked us
friend
back.
Yeah, I think our friend that like asked us to play was like, I'm sorry, man. we're just like,
Yeah, it was
it's
like-
all good.
Like the guy running the party, like one of his friends was one of our friends. So it was like a acquaintance by association type thing. So
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, you know,
I mean, it's all good. Like
no,
the
yeah,
first show
yeah,
we
it's a
played there was
crazy
great.
story. Yeah.
yeah. What about for you, Austin?
Okay, so yeah, being, I didn't get to see any of those cool ones. But for me, so there's this show we played in DC where it was at a bar, and we were still getting the ropes for like how to run synth stuff efficiently, like what we should make sure is at the venue, like, so we're not doing what we do at the show. And so this one, we're playing one, we didn't know anyone, which it would have been clutch if we knew someone, because we could have maybe asked for some gear or something, but we just show up, play where the synth, we have to run through the bar speakers. But something about it is just not set up right. So like we're looking at each other and we're just like, I guess we should just fucking play. And I guess a cable shorts out for the synth or something. So like, you know, if you've heard our music, you know it's mostly synth, you know, and it's pretty important. So like at the time the set had so many like synth breaks that like at this barren bar with no like good speakers, there's just like all these synth breaks where you could just hear people laughing because there's just like laughing. So fucking
we were laughing at it because we were like, this sounds so dumb. It would be like on, for example, there's this one song on the EP where it goes like dun dun dun, and then like there's synth like filling in it, right? But like the synth in the background was so fucking quiet that where there was like dun dun dun, and then you couldn't hear literally anything, and then we would just like laugh. And so it's just like breaks of just like us laughing where synth should be.
Was it that it wasn't in the monitors coming back at you, and it was just going out the front?
There were no monitors.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, I'm remembering that we didn't like we didn't route bass that time either, right? So it was just guitar, drums, vocals, synth turned down, you know, obviously, and no bass. And I think that's probably the last time we'll play that venue, like because I don't think they want us back.
Was it your first time in DC playing?
I think a good question.
As Mikau, I think it was. I think we played there. I know we've all played there. We played there way back in the day. But.
Yeah. As Mikau, maybe. I'm not sure, actually. I don't think John and I played there when we were a two-piece. It was mostly Richmond. So. Yeah.
Well, got some merch available. You got some shirts over at your Bandcamp. Actually, I just picked up your the newest one for your EP.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You were telling me y'all might have some physicals in the works?
Yes.
Something.
It's not officially announced yet, but
yeah,
we can pre-announce it here.
Yeah, shout out to Paperwing Records.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
They've been tweeting mysteriously about it, and they're going to be putting out physicals. I think we're doing tapes and CDs.
Okay.
We don't have the details worked out yet, so I can't make any.
I got you. That's awesome.
That. Yeah, stay tuned. Pretty soon.
So let's wrap this up with your album of the year for last year.
All right,
I'll go first. Oh, did you want to go, Austin?
I'll go. I'll just get out of the way. For me, I was a fucking poser last year, so I just listened to the music I was making and DJ Seinfeld's Mirrors. That was pretty much it. It's like EDM. It's a lo-fi house, apparently. I don't know.
Mine's just the Knocked Loose EP, which is like
it is pretty dope.
It's really good.
It might be like one of the heaviest things I've ever heard. Actually, like it's pretty fucking intense.
Mine's probably Better Days by Drumcore, the new EP. Really fucking good. That's probably tied with also the new Knocked Loose EP. Again, heaviest fucking shit I've ever heard. So yeah.
All right, I need to check out the two that you guys said, Adam and Austin. I haven't heard of those bands before.
Yeah, Drumcore fucking.
Okay, yeah,
that crazy.
That Drumcore release fucking hits.
It's nuts.
Also, their whole discography fucking hits. But
is it like EDM or what is that?
It's like
fucking like breakcore. I don't know. It's like
metalcore breakcore.
Yeah,
it's so weird.
It's like if Aphex Twin produced Botch.
Yeah, that's crazy. Or fucking Venetian Snares somehow collaborated with Converge because they sampled Converge on the first album. That's actually how I got into Converge, was through Drumcore's Saddest Day remix.
Yeah,
we got Cricket Slams in chat also saying a Drumcore slaps. I guess I got to check them out.
Yeah, vouch. Drumcore.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for hanging out, y'all. Y'all are awesome. Hope you had a good time. Where can people find you?
So it's Mikau VA on Twitter. Instagram's Mikau_VA.
Yeah.
Facebook is Mikau VA no underscore.
I think so. We're on Spotify, Bandcamp. I'm pretty sure we're the only band named Mikau, as far as I know.
I think you are. Yeah,
I don't think get the handles.
I know we couldn't get the handles.
VA all the handles, but we're the only one on Spotify.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll have links to all your social media stuff in the description when this goes up to YouTube and Spotify and stuff.
Sweet.
So yeah, as for me, drop my channel so you always know when I go live. You can also sub to get access to interviews before they hit YouTube and other streaming services. You can also get some exclusive emotes. Find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. YouTube folks, if you enjoyed the video, please drop a like, tickle the notification bell. Don't forget to subscribe. It's a great way to support me for free. Check out my music, The Sound That Ends Creation, at soundthatendskreation.bandcamp.com. My new album, Boomers, Zoomers, Desperate Coomers, is out now, and I actually just got the notification that vinyl is shipping, so we are finally getting that. My next guest is Jimmy Rowe and Eden Coopermans of Heavy Blog is Heavy. Join us this Sunday the 23rd at 12 p.m. Central for the live cast. Thanks for being here, guys. Hope you had a good time.
Yo,
Yeah,
thank you so
thanks
much
for
for having
having
us.
us.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it's so nice talking.
And thank you guys for watching and listening.